Okay, you have chosen to install XAMPP and later on put on your WordPress site. So if you want to install your XAMPP, what you have to do is go into your browser and search for XAMPP. XAMPP. So click on the first link to take you down to the XAMPP website. So we have three options of XAMPP that could be installed. We have the XAMPP for Windows, Linux, operating system, depending on the kind of operating system you are using. But I am using Windows, so I'll just click on the XAMPP for Windows, and that's the latest version. So that takes you down here, then automatically popping up this. Just click on save. So it will take some few minutes depending on the speed of your connection. As you can see, that took less than 2 minutes, like I said, and it has finished downloading. So what you have to do is to click on the file to install. Usually downloads like that goes into the download folder. You can actually go there and double click it to launch it. So just click on yes. The installation process will start immediately. So it's just telling you that because unactivated, just click on OK. Now taking you down here, you click on next. Now this is telling you all that will be installed. Just click on next. Now it's giving us that this will be installed in this particular folder. Click your next. Then telling you your XAMPP can actually allow you to install this WordPress, Joomla, Drupal. Click next. So while the installation is going on, it automatically opened their site. Just go back and reopen it. Now click your next. Now it's installing. So it take some few minutes, so you just have to wait, let it finish the installation. Sometimes it take up to 10-15 minutes before it finish installing. Just wait. Now our installation is almost rounding up, as you can see. So that is rounding up already. So after the installation, it presents this environment asking you that you want to start your control panel. Just leave that activated and click on finish. So that will close down and open the control panel. That's this control panel for your XAMPP. So but before then, it's asking you to choose the language. You have it either in American language or German. So I'll just simply select my American and click on save. That's in English. So it's going to launch the control panel for you. That's the control panel environment. So after installation of your XAMPP, you may have to restart your computer. Alright, I've just restarted my system, so I'll launch my control panel again. That's the XAMPP control panel. So here I will just click on start Apache, start MySQL. So the moment the port number shows here, that tells you both of them are starting. And if they are not starting up, you can actually check your system to see if there are some applications that are running that are making use of the same port number. One of such application is your Skype. So all you just have to do is disable it, quit it from running, then come back here and start it again. I believe that should solve it out. Now I want to check if my server is running on the browser. So all I have to do is type in my localhost. So the moment it presents this environment, that tells you it's working fine. You can see I only entered localhost and it automatically add this for me. Now I want to check if my database is running. That's PHP-admin. Just come here and open in a new tab. So that should open now. So the only thing we'll most likely be doing here is just to create a database, especially when we are working with our WordPress. Now the next thing for me to do is simply to install my WordPress. If I have the WordPress file already, I will just go there and use it, but here I want to be sure I have the latest. So I'll go to a new tab and type wordpress.org. wordpress.org, not wordpress.com.org. So press the enter key, then click on get WordPress. So under that, you come down and click on download WordPress. Just click on this blue button. So this will help me to download. Just click here. Okay, the size is 9.1 MB. It will take some few seconds for it to download, and as you can see, it's already downloaded. So I'll simply right click it and open containing folder, so that I will be taken to where the file is presented in. Now in here, all I have to do now is to make a copy of this one. You can cut it away, transfer it into your server folder. Where's our server folder? It's inside C. That's where our XAMPP was installed. Then under the C, you just open XAMPP. That's XAMPP folder. Inside the XAMPP folder, where all our website documents will be stored, is inside the htdocs. So I'll open that up. So inside this folder, just paste your file, and this file, you can't use it like that, you have to extract it. So I'll right click and I'll click on extract files. Click your OK button to extract inside the htdoc. Click OK. So wait for few seconds, a little under 1 minute. That should finish extracting. I can see it took about 30 seconds for mine to finish extracting. 30 seconds to be precise. So now this is the folder. What I have to do here now is to open up this folder. Inside there is where you have all your files. Let's open it and see. Can you see? So you just go back once. Now that folder is what you are going to copy. You can leave this original for reuse, for reusable purpose. So I'll come back to my htdoc, paste the folder that I just copied. Now the pasted folder is what you are going to rename to your project name. So what is our project name? I will be using top site tour. So that project name, you can as well copy it, because that's what you are going to use to browse your folder to start with. So after you copy, just come here to your browser, open a tab, type in your localhost. Right after the localhost, you put a /, then you bring in your project name, strike a enter key to initiate the installation process for your project. So this will take you to the installation process. As you can see, all I typed there was localhost / top site tour, but now it's adding this for me automatically because it's the first time I'll be running that project folder. Click on continue after ensuring that you have selected the English America. So click on let's go. Now getting here, you are being requested to enter information for your database, but because you have not created any database, there's nothing to enter. So I have to go back into my PHP my admin section, click on databases, then create database. So just enter the database name you want. I want top site, let's call it top tour. So that's the name I want for my database. I want my database to be created based on this. I'll just click on create. So that's going to create database name. Don't worry, leave it. You don't need to do any other thing. You just need to create database and leave. So go back to your WordPress setup installation. You remember what you use as your database name, top tour. Then your username is a default of roots, and the password you leave it blank. Then database host, you leave it, don't change it. WordPress table preface WordPress, you leave it. Now the only thing we change here is change this to the right database name, then the username from what was there to root, that's the default for localhost. Then the password, you leave it blank, delete what you have there and leave it blank. So that is the default. So I'll just click on, unless you set a database username and password separately from this one, that's under your PHP my admin, but we didn't set anything. So these are the default that usually comes with. I'll just click on submit. So this will help me to run the installation, but before running, it will request me for my site name. So top site tour, my site title, then the username I want to use to log in to the admin section. Now this one is very, very important. you have to remember what you type there, because if you don't remember, they can as well forget your WordPress installation. So the email I'll be using admin@topsitetour.ga, because that's the domain name we'll be hosting online for us to put in our website. So here, leave this one blank to allow your WordPress to be visible on search engines. So I'll just click on install WordPress. So this will install and present you with the success information. This will install all the database information, the files needed, the configuration that is needed for your WordPress to run smoothly. So after it's going to present you with this environment telling you WordPress has been installed. Now, reminding you of your username for your admin, while the password is password that you chose. For security purposes, it's not going to show this to you. It's expecting you that you should have known that. So what I have to do now is to click on login. Then I will enter my admin, and the password I ask you not to forget. So you type it here. So you can activate, remember my password. Just click on login. This is not compulsory. So this will take you to the admin section, that is your WordPress environment. With this now, you are ready to go. Your website creation is ready. So if I want to check my main site, I'll just come to my project name up there as the top left, right click and open a new tab. So it's going to open that in a new tab. So that is a project. So you have your WordPress set up on your system and you are good to go. With this, you might not necessarily need 24/7 internet to create your complete website. Now this is the website environment. So this is the default theme that comes with WordPress. So all I have to do now is to change the theme, enter the required content, add the menu, and so on. And at the end of it all, you discover your website will be ready to go.